Hello, I am FrAvatar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, Blind and Hardcore. Following the story of Dahlia, and level 27. Alright, so we need to leave Freeside. It's now morning, the sun's coming up.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
How about actually we go talk to the kings here?
Squatters aren't happy about the water rationing, but then when are they ever happy?
When are they ever? I don't know. Alright.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, who's the king?
Who's the king? You believe this asshole man? In Freeside, the kings rule. And the king rules the kings, got it?
I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
I'm new in town and wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place.
Alright.
Head on through. The king is the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Alright. Oh, look at that. Hi, Rex. Interesting. Talk to the king.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
So. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Sure.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Alright, thanks. GI Blues. Alright.
Hey.
Alright, let's go. This music's gonna ruin my copyrights. Yes. Alright, this way. Is that you? And Graph.
Morning.
I'll probably leave the way I came. This way, I think. Alright then. Come on, guys. Over here, maybe? Mormon fort. Alright, let's go here.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
So, who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
What are you doing with the followers?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
Alright. Bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
It's a bit cryptic, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Alright, let's talk about something
What
else.
do you have in mind?
Got any advice to share?
The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing.
Well, alright. What about some questions?
And I may have answers. Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it.
Alright.
Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
Alright. What about the followers of the apocalypse?
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
What's your opinion of the NCR?
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
I see. What about Mr. House?
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
Alright, what about the Kings?
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
What about Freeside?
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip.
Well, alright.
Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
Let's talk about something else.
What did you want to know?
I think that's it. Goodbye. Ah, damn it.
Bye.
Hello. I didn't know the Brotherhood had any people out here.
Guard. Gambler. Gambler. Weird.
What? Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher.
Not even a particularly good one.
Okay. What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
Alright. You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where did you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Okay. Do you know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
Nihi what?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
Why do you research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
I see. Why don't you come with me, Arcade?
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
I'm going after a man named Benny for revenge, and I need someone to keep me patched up.
Pulling bullets out of a vengeance-crazed drifter is truly a noble step up from tending to the downtrodden of Freeside. But I think I'll pass.
Good, okay. I need better speech to be able to recruit him, I guess.
Morning.
Interesting, though. Alright, let's go. Somebody to recruit here. What's that? Little Buster.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
No, it's not a dress. It's, metal armor, if you want it. Interesting loot.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
What are you serving?
Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some?
Not until you tell me.
I have my little helpers out and about, always looking for fresh things to add to the stew pot. You may have seen them around somewhere yourself. Now deny your hunger no longer.
Sure, serve me something up.
You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
All the way around. Let me sell you stuff. Yep. All right. Anything in here? Yeah. Caps. Hey,
If you
Oris.
need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer.
Alright.
I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Watch for any suspicious behavior.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them
Come
scare
to Mick
you.
and Ralph's
They
for
don't
all your
outnumber you
shopping
5
needs.
to 1.
Alright.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
I've been to the Wrangler already.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
How is he so fast?
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, how'd you only fire 3 shots and there's 4 guys there?
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
Alright.
Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
Pretending. Alright then, buddy. It's all a fake.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
go back to the King's. Alright, the King.
What do you have for me?
Horse is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Alright.
Morning.
Hey, Roy.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The King asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely.
Alright.
As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Alright, I have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Alright.
Wayne, it's okay. The King sent him. Tell the King we thank him for looking out for us.
That true? Did the King really send you?
He did. Anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No. I thought you were supposed to be here to help, and here you are making accusations. Hey, wait. I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Morning.
Alright.
Hope what I remembered helps.
Lieutenants.
Tell the King we thank him for looking out for us.
Alright.
Hey.
Hey.
I can't ever thank you enough for saving me and mine. We're free now.
Thank you. We never would have escaped without your help.
Thank you so much for freeing me.
Alright.
Morning.
Alright, let's go then. Let's go talk to the king again. The king. Thank you very much. Alright, king.
Morning.
Wish you guys would turn out your outside speaker.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
It's just beds up here.
Hi.
I want to go to the Strip. We never get to go to Gomorrah anymore.
Alright then. I don't think it's worthwhile stealing from these guys. Now I'm lost. I got turned around somehow.
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
Hi.
What about over here? Requires key.
I've got my eye on you. You cross the Kings, you'll regret it.
No, I won't.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
Local men were attacked by soldiers. The man was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things.
All right.
Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Where's the squatters area? I'm not quite sure about that one. Alright. This way, probably.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Stop by Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs, man. Thanks, lady. Thanks, lady.
For shooting the rat for him? Probably. Uh-oh. Thunderstorm.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby.
Nothing. Goodbye.
Later.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Alright, here you go.
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings. Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside.
Alright.
That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another?
Maybe some other time.
I understand.
Yep.
You know anything about NCR soldiers prowling the area?
Could be. That kind of information doesn't come cheap, though. I'll need at least 150 caps for this
Whoa. If you ever want me to buy another tip from you, that price will come down.
You're a scoundrel. I'll let it go for 50, but no lower.
Alright, done.
Much appreciated. The guys you're talking about have been spotted near the old train station in the northwest. There have been more and more squatters heading that way each night, too. Word is, there's a password to get into the building.
You know the password?
It'll cost you 250 caps.
Fine.
Wow. I might have to head down to the Wrangler tonight with all these caps weighing me down. I've heard here and there that the word hope has recently become quite popular with the squatters. But that's all I've heard. If I knew more, I'd try to bilk you out of more caps. You interested in one of my other tips?
Nope.
I understand. Well, have a good day.
Excellent. Okay. probably didn't need to pay for that, come to think of it. Can I actually check anything about the situation? Yeah, that's the one. Alright then.
What's your problem, lady?
I'm looking for a specific person. You guys just stand around here?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Alright. You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Alright. Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
You know anything about the NCR soldiers in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
King thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name.
Alright.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Things seem pretty rough here.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Alright. Anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Alright. Said something about helping addicts.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Alright. Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Something else?
What do you want to talk about?
I might have some beds for
what
you.
Do you have?
I've got some right away.
How much do you have to donate?
1.
Thanks. Anything else?
Medics?
How much do you have to donate?
2.
Thanks. Anything else?
Fixer.
How much do you have to donate?
Never mind. 1.
Thanks. Anything else?
That's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside. The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Alright. Nice talk. That's it. Goodbye. That's it? Nothing? Alright. Let's go talk to the lieutenant. Oh no, really? Come on. Come on. Crashed. Shit.